We've already made the butter block. Now we're going to make the dough for the puff pastry. I'm making a half a recipe. So we're going to put in about a cup and 3/4 of flour. We'll put half of sugar in, 1/4 teaspoon of salt instead of a half. We're going to sift that into the mixing bowl. And if you have fine sugar, you can use super fine sugar. Use that. And then you don't have to worry about these little pieces getting caught in there, but sifting handles that. And then we're going to add 3 tablespoons of very soft butter. Mine was very soft, but I put it in the freezer because it got a little too soft. There we go. You want to fit the machine with your whisk attachment. Mix it until it forms tiny crumbs. Put that aside. Then to some water that's about 110 degrees. You want to mix in your instant yeast. Make sure it's instant. It acts faster. And make a slurry out of that. Feel free to add a little more water if necessary, which definitely need it today. So I'm making a slurry. Out of the water and yeast. And I'm going to set that aside until it gets bubbly, which it actually already starting to. It usually takes about 2 minutes for this much yeast. If it doesn't get bubbly, that means your yeast is not good, and you need to go buy some fresh yeast and start over, or your water is too hot, because anything over, say, about 120 degrees will kill your yeast off. So we're going to combine in a bowl this yeast mixture, half a cup of milk, and that can be cold, is fine. Let's see, I have 2 eggs out, but I'm only going to use 1 of these eggs. So I'm doing a half a recipe. We're just going to lightly beat that. You don't want to overbeat it. When you overbeat eggs, it creates a tougher dough. So we just have a little light whisk. Then we're going to combine that with our flour and butter mixture. We'll beat that on low to start with. So it's just combined. I just want to get that moist mixture in the middle off of the whisk. And that's it. Well, there's a little, there we go. There's a little more flour than should have been on the bottom. And you're going to have flour on the bottom, and don't worry about the flour that's on the bottom. You'll pick that up when you pick up the dough. You do not want to overmix this. As I said before, when you overmix anything with egg, it can create tough dough, and you don't want that. So now we're going to take that out and put it on a potato starch dusted surface. I'm going to use a silicone baking mat for that. So now we absorbed that excess flour. We're going to shape the dough into a rectangle. Looks like I didn't cut, maybe I did. Yeah, that's good to cover it. You want to make sure it's thoroughly covered with plastic wrap. There's enough to overlap. And you're going to refrigerate that for 20 minutes. And it doesn't have to be smooth. Like I said, don't overwork the dough trying to get a smooth dough at this stage. It'll smooth out all the times that you roll it out. So we're going to refrigerate that now.